PCSO chief focuses on keeping corruption out of games. Manila, Philippines. It will take all day and all night to make sure that gaming operations of the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office are transparent and free of corruption, according to PCSO General Manager Royina Garma. Speaking at a press conference on Wednesday, Garma said she has given herself 2 weeks to revisit and polish the processes of PCSO gaming activities. First of all, I don't want to prolong it because it will take longer whatever is illegal might return, she said, speaking in Filipino. And second, so many of our countrymen need jobs. So I have to consider this also. And the revenues that will come in will be used so we will have more activities. Earlier in the press conference, she said that PCSO lost about $250 million revenues because of the 4-day suspension of its Lotto operations. 2 weeks is certainly not enough. We won't be sleeping then, she added. There's a process to be followed. The system we will use to make it transparent will go through a process that's quite long. So 2 weeks, really, walang tulugan left square bracket no sleeping right square bracket. Garma made this statement 4 days after President Rodrigo Duterte ordered the suspension of all PCSO gaming operations due to massive corruption within the agency. The president lifted the suspension of Lotto operations, however, on Tuesday. But other games like the small town lottery, STL, Keno, and Peryahan Bayan, CMB, remain suspended pending the investigation of illegal activities and corrupt practices related to thereto until the office of the president evaluates the results of thereto, Malacañang said. Alleged corruption in PCSO Garma stressed that she would focus on reviewing and improving the implementing rules and regulations of all gaming operations under the PCSO and would leave it up to investigators to look into the alleged corruption within the agency. I will do my part in finding out how our office can improve the processes behind the games so that they will be more transparent and we can dispel the suspicion that there is corruption. That's my main focus at the moment, she said. As to who are those behind it, left square bracket corruption right square bracket, just let the investigators do their job, Garma, a former police chief of Cebu City, added. Meeting with the president on Monday, Senator Bong said that it was Garma who asked the president for help in eradicating corruption within the agency. But during Wednesday's press conference, Grama did not give a categorical answer as to whether or not there was indeed corruption. She said that during her meeting with Duterte she expressed concern on pending court cases involving the PCSO. The problem is there's a left square bracket temporary restraining order right square bracket. So the court is involved, she said. Then the STL left square bracket small town lottery right square bracket is also in a situation has to be addressed. So it's not only the PCSO that can do that. We need the help of the office of the president. We cannot do this alone without his left square bracket the president's right square bracket help or intervention. Following the allegation of massive corruption in the PCSO, Supreme Court Chief Justice Bersamin gave all trial courts until August 6 to report the status of cases involving the agency. In February, Chair Anselmo Manili also complained to the Office of the Court Administrator about a court order in favor of an STL operator whose franchise has been cancelled for not remitting the share of PCSO. On Tuesday, presidential spokesperson Salvador Keno gave an assurance that investigation into alleged PCSO irregularities would be swift. He said that the president works fast and would want to get to the bottom of the grand conspiracy in the PCSO, which was what prompted him to order the suspension of all its gaming operations. We're closely looking into it to see if maybe there's a failure in the collection, Garma said. Perhaps there are some glitches in the implementation of the IRR left square bracket implementing rules and regulations right square bracket. Or perhaps there's something wrong that they left square bracket the perpetrators right square bracket might like to get away with. /ATM. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.